Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
Hey everyone, Kenny Tony coming at you today with this quick video. Thank you for checking out my channel. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. So what we're doing today is talking about the Raptor 125 Pink Edition. So I got a couple other parts powder coated, well first sandblasted, then powder coated and everything. And I just want to go through those parts really quickly because we're going to get them all wrapped up, get everything taken care of, and just be pretty much waiting on the frame at this point. So hope you like the content. If you do, make sure you share this video, tune in to some more things that I got coming along, and let's get this rolling. So here we are with some of the parts that are powdered. As you see here, we have the motor mounts, which are done. This is sitting on the back of another project that I'm going to be doing. Since I decided not to go with the long travel because we don't race, I just wanted some width for stability. I went ahead and just redid the springs pink to match everything else. Took the cases off, pinked out the area, so you sandblast everything. You powder coated black, then I powder coated it pink, wiped all the black off, and it is a tedious process to get all the pink off the black. Then you cooked it for a couple minutes to let it flow out, then you clear coated it. Did the same thing on this side. I had the OEM plugs just barely sitting in there so I wouldn't get anything in the teeth. But I do have new plugs, but I ran out of powder. So once the powder comes, those and the ODI bars will be about it. The HMF Performance exhaust is a custom shorty. So what I did, it was this color here, that blue. I went ahead and I cut 3-4 inches off the end of it. Filed it all down to where I wanted it to be to put the HMF pretty centered. Then I cut the guts down, repacked it. Well, that is not actually. So I cut about 4 inches off of it, got it back down to where I wanted to be, to where the HMF would be pretty centered. Sandblasted. And this was like the hardest thing to sandblast. It took forever to get the powder coating off. But got all the powder coating off, got it down to nothing, cooked it, blasted it again, cooked it again, did the gas out on it, powder coated it with 2 coats of pink, let it cool down, put the ends back on, put everything back on as it went, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. So here are the parts that we have done so far, and we're going to get those wrapped up and then put away. We also did the front hubs and a couple black parts, but I'll show those here in a minute. So here are all of the parts that have completely been coated. They look absolutely amazing. So I'm just really trying to show off that Junior Sparkle in the can that I did powder coat. And it looks amazing. And we finally put that logo back on the front, and these parts look great. We also have the front hubs, and we have the chain sprocket, along with the rear brake block off and hubs. All of those have also been powder coated with 2 coats of powder. And they have been clear coated with the Junior Sparkle to make sure it gives protection and a solid clear coat foundation. The black parts aren't really anything insane, so I did do the brake and the stock steering stem flat black along with the handlebars. Sorry, I got a little bit of mess going on, but those are the black parts. Down here we have everything already powder coated. We have the Nerf bars, the bumper. Underneath here, what you'll see in the black in those areas, those are the American Star +2, +1 A-arms. For the front, they came red, which is the deal that I found. So I sandblasted those, hit those with the black with the Junior Sparkle. The motor was black. I went ahead and I soda blasted it and stripped all the black paint off of it. And the cases are going to look really nice once they go back on there. So let's go ahead and take the opportunity to look at the motor as it was before. So before, the motor was painted black with a high temp engine enamel that was oil resistant and chemical resistant. But I decided to go ahead and soda blast all that and get all that paint off there and get it back down to its more natural look, so that it made these cases actually pop. So once we've gotten that all blasted down, we went ahead and got our first coat of black powder on the cases. And as I stated, these are the plugs that are in there that are eventually going to come out. And through the process, as after we've let these cool back down, we went ahead and put the pink on, and that pink did flow out nicely in this part. and then the clear coat just made everything pop and have one solid uniform look to it. So here we are, and as you can see, the threads are still clear, so there will be no problem putting the oil dipstick and the timing chain windows back in and everything seating properly. So here is the motor, all done ish. So my caps there, I ran out of powder, so I am going to sandblast those again and then recoat those, but that's what it's going to look like. The motor has been soda blasted. I do have a new cap coming, but that's on back order for a while. Got the Yamaha done. It's going to look pretty good. Got the oil mod done to the 125. Higher compression piston from what I understand, and it has a cam in it, so it definitely does run, but that's just it. So this is the final picture in this video. So right here you see are all the nuts and bolts that I took out of the Raptor 125. Now I think it's very important that we pay close attention to the small details so that this looks really good. So I'm going to powder coat all the heads of the nuts, and I'm also going to powder coat all the bolts, so that when we put this back together, it looks really clean and looks just as new as my YFZ 478 WR Hybrid. So that is it. That concludes this video. Thank you for checking out the content. We got all of our parts powder coated pretty much. I think we're just going to be waiting on a little bit of paint to finish those windows on the timing windows, and we're also going to be getting the ODI hand grips, those ends powder coated, but for the most part I think we're done. We're just going to keep some of the pink on stock just in case I decide later on that I want to do something different. If I do run across a great deal on some beat locks, I will pick those up, grab those, get those powder coated, and put those on the machine. Thank you for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
This is the end.